Donald Trump's wife, Melania, she's been virtually invisible in this election campaign, Sean. I mean, she turned up to the Republican convention for a couple of days, etc., but not much, really. It's incredible. But she did give an interview a couple of days ago and actually said she supported abortion, which is not exactly Donald Trump's message to conservatives. Here she is.
He knew my position and my beliefs since the day we met. And I believe in individual freedom. I want to decide what I want to do with my body. I think I don't want government in my personal business. I think it's very important.
Sean Spicer, how does that play out?
You know, the initial reaction from a lot of people was exactly what yours was, which is, gosh, this is off message, isn't it? But, you know, I've watched Donald and Melania Trump. They are partners. She gives amazing advice to him. And I started to realize that we just got played, Andrew. They knew exactly what they were doing. You don't think that she knew that the timing of this was going to be an issue when she put it in her book, when she did the promotion for her book, that this issue, as sensitive as it was, wasn't going to cause a problem. And that's why, if you really think about it and think about how close they are and how much they strategize together, I would posit to you that this was intentional. This was him allowing her to show her side of it, to say, hey, I've got people around me that believe in this. And so this was a signal to a lot of women out there where this is a major issue, that, hey, look, there are women around Donald Trump that love him, that think he's a great person, that want him to be president, but don't share all of his views, and that's okay. It was almost as if it was a signal to a lot of women where abortion has become a big issue that the Harris campaign is messaging to say, you know, look, there are strong, confident women around Donald Trump that don't share all of his views, and they still support him and they still love him. It's okay to vote for him. Don't believe the Harris hype.
I totally buy your read. In fact, I would even add that it helps him negate the scare campaign that, you know, that there'd be no abortions whatsoever in the whole United States if he was elected.
Once again, we've all been played. They are so masterful at communicating and marketing that we all initially, I think, had the same reaction, like, wow, this is poor timing. This isn't it. When in fact, as I said, I believe this was entirely intentional. And if you think about it from a practical standpoint, I don't share that view. Obviously, I'm very pro-life. But I think from a political standpoint, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, but what's intriguing me with your analysis here is something that I think a lot of people will find, you know, it's new to them. You said they're very close. A thought has developed that maybe they aren't, that she's shunning him, she's not involved in his campaign, she keeps herself way out of that it isn't close, but you're saying something very different.
Oh, if there is one person in the world whose opinion I think matters most to him, it's Mrs. Trump. He values her opinion. She has a brilliant strategic mind and sense of politics. She's a vociferous reader of politics. I mean, I'm telling you, if there's one person you don't want to get on the wrong side of, it's Melania Trump. Her opinion is valued and taken very seriously by the former president, and she would never do anything to undermine him. That's why I'm saying I believe that this was extremely intentional and well played. I mean, they knew exactly what they were doing, but I have seen them up close. I have had dinner with them. I have been, in briefings with them. He looks to her as a very strong sense of politics and of him and of his image and of his brand. She really protects it. And even if you read that book, she talks about how much she loves him. So don't read her lack of presence at debates and rallies as her not being 100% supportive of him and being an unbelievably important advisor in what he says and does.
Sean Spicer, always fascinating to talk to you. Thank you so much indeed for your time.
As always, Andrew, see you soon.